Battle Brothers. An Orc vessel has been detected approaching the Forge world. If it breaches our lines, the cost will be in countless lives. You are all that stands in their way. Cripple the cruiser. Execute their leader. And purge the Orcs to the last. For the Emperor.
The 41st millennium is an age of war, but it is also an age of heroes. One force stands between humanity and annihilation. A warrior brotherhood by whose valor civilization endures. They are mankind's foremost defense against a dark and brooding galaxy. They are the Space Marines, the angels of death. And they know no fear. Librarians are psychers who survive a chapter's rigorous screening and training to bend the warp for the benefit of their battle brothers. Librarians use their psychic powers to unleash devastating attacks, as well as augment their own physical prowess. Equipped with powerful swords and bolt pistols, librarians are versatile in combat and excel in both long and short-range attacks. Tech Marines are mechanical technicians, chosen from those within the chapter with a natural affinity for machines. Their armor is modified to accommodate their cybernetic enhancements, such as a powerful servo arm, which can strike a nearby enemy with devastating effect. Tech Marines can also build and deploy fully automated tarantula gun turrets. A Vanguard veteran is formed from those members of a chapter's first company who have completely immersed themselves in the art of close-quarter combat. Most have completed lengthy service rotations in the chapter's assault squads, their skills tested and honed in the crucible of bloody melee on 1,000 worlds. Stern Guard veterans are ranged weapons experts, facing down the most impossible odds with icy calm and precise bursts of fire. They are the very image of what every Space Marine aspires to become, and the pinnacle of any chapter's fighting force. In contrast to Vanguard veteran squads, the Stern Guard veterans draw upon the Armory's most powerful ranged weaponry. Gretchen make up for their shocking lack of quality with sheer quantity. These diminutive greenskins are not predisposed to the arts of war, but can be convinced to battle with promises of plunder, or when that fails, threats of a beating. Boys are the rank and file of the Orc warriors, the core of the Orc force. Boys are tough, determined infantry who fall upon the enemy in a great howling tide of violence. They carry a brutal-edged weapon called a chopper, capable of hacking off limbs and caving skulls. Orcs have a preference for crude, noisy weapons and find it difficult to believe a gun can inflict any real damage unless it makes a loud and terrifying noise. The boys carry powerful stick bombs, grenades of Orc manufacture. They are gifted with the knowledge of which part of the grenade is thrown once the pin is removed. Beware, a stick bomber may blow himself up in his eagerness to kill his enemy. Tank busters are Orc boys who have experienced the undeniable thrill of blowing up a tank with a direct hit from their rocket launcher. The explosive rockets will often take several Orcs with them as shrapnel scythes through the air. But as the tank busters say, they knew the risks when they took the job. Despite their strange ways, the Storm Boys are a force to be reckoned with. They use rocket packs to ensure they are first to get stuck in. A hurtling great lump of rocket-powered Orc can be an effective weapon in itself. The Orcs call their ruling caste Knobs. Knobs are bigger and scarier than other orcs, and revel in cruel or casual violence. Their tastes in close combat weapons are extravagant, with chain-bladed choppers being among the most popular of all. All knobs love to flaunt truly powerful guns. The richest can afford the much-feared combi weapons and up-gun shooters, weapons capable of reducing everyone in their vicinity to bullet-riddled corpses or steaming piles of gore. The most psychically powerful of all orcs. They resonate with the power of sheer orkiness, and the more orcs are nearby, the higher the charge held within their bodies until they are crackling with power. The Weird Boy may discharge in a display of pyrotechnics that may blast his enemies to pieces. The largest and most powerful of the orcs in his tribe, a bloodthirsty and battle-hardened warrior. Orc leaders rise to the position of war boss through a combination of cunning, violence, and deafeningly loud shouting. The war boss is a living embodiment of orcdom and commands respect and fear from friend and foe alike. A Ripper swarm is a writhing mass of maggot-like tyrannid organisms driven by a single voracious appetite. Each Ripper is little more than an armored serpent that terminates in a broad maw crammed with dozens of needle-sharp teeth. There are many terrifying creatures in the Tyrannid hive fleets, but one in particular has carved out a bloody legend on 1,000 worlds. A clawed harbinger of sudden and violent death. It is known as the Gene Stealer, and it is a plague upon the galaxy. Hormagaunts have 4 razor-sharp claws, specifically developed for ripping and piercing flesh and armor alike. The Hormagaunt is a single-minded creature that will pursue its victim without pause, ignoring injury and tiredness, until it has run its quarry down and torn it apart with frenzied strikes of its scythe-like claws. Termagants are fast, agile, and cunning creatures. Termagants will scuttle forward on 4 legs whilst unleashing torrents of fire from the anti-personnel bioweaponry clutched in their claw-like forelimbs. They are creatures from the blackest of nightmares, unstoppable killing machines with pulsing ichor for blood, needle-sharp teeth, and darkly gleaming eyes that reveal a terrible intelligence at work. The Tyrannid warrior is lithe, with reactions as swift as a whip. The Carnifex is one of the deadliest of the Hive Fleet's creatures. It is nothing less than a towering battering ram of impenetrable chitin, knotted musculature, and unyielding bone. The Carnifex is a living engine of destruction, evolved for use in shock assaults and spaceship boarding actions. The Hive Tyrant is the commander of the Tyrannid swarm. Hulking monsters 3 times the height of a man. Every part of a Hive Tyrant's body is perfectly created to maim and kill. A Hive Tyrant is practically immortal. No matter how many times it is killed, sooner or later, it will always come back. Spore mines are living bombs that blanket the enemy in acids, poisons, and shrapnel-sized pieces of chitin. Spore mines use an internal gas bladder to float just above ground level. They are possessed with a rudimentary intelligence and will detonate not on impact, but when they sense the proximity of a non-Tyrannid life form.